So I'm hoping I'm clear with the audio. Do let me know if the audio is and video is clear. If we are live or not. Let me check from the stream and let me know if the okay, great. So we are live now. Hello everyone. Ashish this side back again with a session on web scraping in action. Uh, Believe me, this is going to be the best session that we have created on GeeksforGeeks on web scraping, because we are going to make an end-to-end project. We are going to make a data set, scrapping the data from a real-time website, and after that we are going to create a data set out of it. So till then, do let me know in the chat if the audio and video is clear to you. If you are having an issue in that, do let me know. Am I clear to you? Do let me know. And the content, the depth of the content depends upon your interaction, right? The more you interact, the better it will become. Means the better you can understand, and the better way I can go in depth about the content. So let me give you a brief about what are the things we are going to discuss. So for that purpose, I am going to share my screen with you. Yep. So here you can see I've already created a whole data set for you. So here we are having two codes that we are going to work on. First of them is about the authors. We are going to scrap the data from a live website, which is this one, codes.toscript.com. This is the website that we are going to use. Here we are having a couple of codes, who has written it, the page of the author, about page of the author, and after that we are having the tags of that particular code. We are having multiple codes like that. Similarly, we can go to the next page, and here we are again having couple of codes. You can go to the next page. Here we are having the link, and we are having 10 such pages like that. Okay, and after that, if you go to 11th page, we are not having the 11th page. So now the process is, first of all, we are going to take the home page. We are going to discuss what is web scraping, how we are going to scrap a whole website, and after that how we can scrap a particular thing. Okay, if you do not want to scrap the whole website, but if you want to scrap only a particular thing, or only, let's suppose, all the codes from a web page. So how the things are done, if you want to know about the code, who has written that code, apart from that you want to know about the tags as well, how you can use all these things. Okay, so that is something we are going to discuss today. And do let me know in the chats. Okay, audio is okay. Okay, that's really nice. So now let's without wasting more time, let's jump directly into the code. So this is the code we are having. So yep, so this is something we are having, codes.scrap, which is a website. Now what I am going to do, I am going to use Python. Okay, so here you can see as well, I have, this is one code which is hardly 15 lines of code, and this is another code which is hardly 30 lines. So in just 45 lines we are going to create two data set, two CSV files. One is of author, where we are having all the author's ID, means in terms of CSV, and another one is codes.csv. Here you can see you are having, like, the presentation is not exactly how you will get it, but to be more specific, you will get the output in this way. Like here you can see the author, the link of the author ID, the path. So this is how the output will look like, and the code is hardly, as I have told you, of 45 to 50 lines. Okay, so that's something we are going to do in this video. So let's I am going to my desktop and creating a new folder here. I've created a new notebook. If you are new to this, do let me know if I need to zoom it a little bit in, or is that okay for you? Yes, we are going to use Beautiful Soup for that. So I'm zooming a little bit in, and here I'm creating a new folder, and here I'm renaming it to web scraping in action. Clear? So I'm going in this folder, I am creating a new notebook. So what is this? This is just a Jupyter notebook where you can write code in Python. We are going to use couple of I would say libraries to scrap the data. Okay, and one such library is request. okay, and beautiful. So we are going to use two libraries for that. So first of all, I'm using request. I'm expecting you have a basic understanding about Python, okay, that is the prerequisite. So now if I'm executing it, like importing requests, so now it is imported. So what I can do, I can write requests dot get, okay, and here I can pass the name of the website from where you want to scrap the data. Simple. All you need to know is just write the means where you want the link, and the link is this time codes.toscrape.com. okay, this is the website from where you want to scrap the data. So that's something I am going to use now. I'm copying it and pasting it here. Let me close these two. So if I'm writing the page or giving the page URL here, make sure to have an active internet connection, otherwise it won't work. Once it is done, just execute it, and if you are writing, if you are okay, you need to save it in res, which is response, because once you send a request you will get a response. If I am going for the response, I am having response 200. What do you mean by response 200? Response 200 means whatever, means the response 200 means you have successfully extracted the data, the web page from this particular link. Okay, but here you can see you are having nothing, you are just having a response. So to get the text, I can go for dot text, and this is the whole HTML page that it is written. Now I'm again telling you there might be couple of prerequisites. For example, every website that you can see is made up of a scripting language, which is HTML CSS. Okay, this is how the website is structured, and you can get to know about the whole code as well by right click and click on inspect. Then this window will open, and in this window you can see the HTML start. This is how the website looks. In each tag define a couple of things. For example, this area is written in this div tag, then this area, then we are having this area. As you scroll up and down, different kind of structure you will get. Okay, so this is from where you can find either it is a div tag. From, for example, here you can see it is a div tag that you have written. Okay, and this is the whole code. Like, you can go ahead with each page, and this is the whole code which is written, which is used to write this whole web page. Now what I am going to do, I have extracted the whole page. Now the first thing is, let's save this page on my local system and see how it looks, what we have extracted. But because from here you might not understand what do you want to say. We are having doc type, we are having HTML, which is exactly here. HTML, we are having doc type, and after that all the things. Now what I want to know, I want to scrap this whole page on my offline system, and after that I want to use it. So how I can use it, that is something I am going to do today, do now, because it is a step-by-step process. So once that is executed, what I am doing, I am opening a page, I am opening a file. Okay, means I am creating a file named as, let's suppose, main.html. This is the web page I am creating, and here inside that I want to open it in write mode. I'm taking a file descriptor for that. Means it will open a main.html page in write mode. After that, I am going to write the whole text that we have extracted from the page. Okay, and after that I am going to close the page. So now if I'm executing it, and if I'm going back to the page, and if I'm opening main.html, this is the web page I am having. Okay, now you might think this is not exactly looking like this page, because I have extracted only the HTML part of it. Here we might have applied like CSS, right? We have obviously applied CSS, that is why we are having different kind of color and orientation and shadow, you can see. But this is the main code, like you can see codes to scrape, which is here. Login means whatever we have written here and this page is now written here, and it is in my local system. Here you can see the directory, the place as well where it is saved. Okay, so now you know how we can scrape the whole page and save it on my local system. Okay, so till now everything is clear. If anyone is having any doubt, do let me know in the chats. Okay, now let's jump to the next part, where we are going to discuss about, once the page is scrapped, right, what should be the next step. So the next step is, we are going to, let's suppose rather than scrapping the whole text, what if I want to scrap only the quotes, right? Only this quote, or who is the author of the first quote, or what are the tags of this. If I want to scrap only the specific thing, so for that purpose I'm going to call use a library which is called as beautiful soup. Okay, so I'm calling that library like from bs4 import beautiful soup. I'm hoping you have already installed this library. If you are not installed it, just write pip install bs4 and it will be installed. Okay, and after that you need to execute it. So now as you can see I have imported the beautiful soup, and in beautiful soup it is means this is used to specifically go for web scraping and extract a particular thing that you want. Okay, so now this is where I'm saving the page in offline mode, because this is just to tell you how it works. Now what I will do once I'm having this response, I'm going to create a soup out of it. What is soup? Soup is just just an object which will help you to perform certain task on the web page that you have extracted or the HTML page. Now here I am going to write beautiful soup, and here I need to define two things. First thing is what you want to take. I am going to use res.text. What is res.text? This is the page that you have just extracted, right? This is the page that you have just extracted. I am going to use this, and I am going to use a parser for it which is called as html parser. There are different kind of parser. You can go for dictionary based or JSON based to be more specific, but I am going to use this based. Okay, so if I'm writing soup, so this is the better presentation of the code that we were having earlier. idoc type HTML, you can go to the inspect element and you can see exactly the same thing here. Okay, we are having all the tags that we are having. The website means through which it is made, I'm taking the same thing here. Clear? Now once it is done, like Aditya is having a question, can we scrap LinkedIn profile as well, LinkedIn plugin? Yes, this thing can be done. I'll tell you at the end, because this it might be a little complicated. You cannot do it directly using beautiful soup. We need to have some other thing like the web drivers and all. We are going to discuss about that as well. Okay, so once we are having the soup, this is the better presentation of it. And from here, if you want to find some specific thing, so first of all you need to know where these things are located. For example, if I want to scrap this quote, so what I will do, I'll select it and then I'll go to inspect. So what you will get if you hover over this code, so this is where this particular code is located. If you go back a little bit, here you can see in this div with the class this. With this class means we are having a div. If you hover over it, so you will get this. So in this div, you are having this whole code written, this whole means quote written, including the quote, who has written it, and the tags as well. So what I will do, I'll take this div whose class is quote. Okay, if you are not using the class, what will happen? Let me tell you. For example, there are multiple divs, like one div is opening here. This is also a div. This is also another div. So there are multiple divs. Divs means, what is div? Basically, it's a container where you can add the values. Now, if you don't know about these tags, so you need to have a prerequisite in that. I am expecting you know these things earlier as well. Okay, because otherwise this is going to be a lengthy lecture. I need to give you a brief about each and every tag. But basically there are a couple of tags for a specific purpose. Let's suppose if you want to write big text titles, then we are having a different text for that. If you want to add a link, you are having different tags for that. If you want to make something bold, we are having different tags for that. Okay, so similarly div tag is used to write this. So what I'm going to use, I'm going to use soup dot find, and here I'm going to use the div. Div is something that you want to find, which is I would say the tag, and in that tag as well I don't want to find just the div, because the divs are there are a lot of divs. I only want to know about the divs whose class is quote, because I want to know about this area only, right? So what I am doing, I will do like div, and here I will write class underscore should be this. Here I am defining class underscore because class is by default a keyword in Python. So class underscore should be there. Okay. If I am executing it, so here you can see you are having a specific code. If you can match this code with this one, like class code, and here you can see the word is as well created as is processed to the thing, like whatever it is written. If you go back and check, this is exactly the code which is written. And here you can see the code is there. After that we are having a span tag where all the things are written. Then we are having another span where it is written by, and then we are having the author name, right? Then here the div tag is closing. Same thing is written here. You can see div span where I'm having name of the author. Then we are having by must be written somewhere. Okay, I'm not sure where it is written, but it will be here only. So after that we are having div tags. We are having change, deep thoughts, thinking, and word. You can compare it from here. Change, deep thought, thinking, and word. So we are having all the things extracted. Like we have extracted this area, means one code, all the details of one code. Now what should be the next step? The next step would be how I can find basically just the code, right? Because in this soup as well, like this, if I am directly writing so soup.find of div of code, I will get multiple things. There are a lot of things that I still want to clutter out. So what I will do now, I know even if I am going here in this div tag, I'm having a span tag whose class is text, right? So if I can find that, I will have the whole text written. So what I will do, I will take this, I'm saving it, I'm creating a new soup named as SP. Okay, I'm creating a new soup named as SP, and now if I'm executing this soup and printing SP, so SP is having only this particular area. It is not having the whole web page. It is just having the area of one code. Now from here I need to find couple of things. What I want to find? I want to find a div or what? Let's confirm it. I want to find a span tag whose class is text. Okay, so let's find a span tag with, I'm also defining class should be text. If I'm executing it, this is the span I'm having, and from here I just want to know about, I don't want to take this, I just want to take the inner area where the whole text is written. So I'm writing dot text. If I'm executing it, so here you can see in front of you I'm having the code written. I can save it in a variable named as code. Simple, no rocket science. If I'm executing it, here I have extracted the first code. That's how easy it is. All you need to know is about the tags. If you know about the tags, you can do it easily. Clear? So I have extracted the first code. So what should be the next step? Including, I also want to include who has written it, right? To know about who has written it, first of all, we need to find where the author is located. And here you can see the author is located in a tag which is called as a small tag, where this is where it is starting and this is where it ends. In between that we are having the name of the author. So I'll find small with the class author. We'll find another tag. So let's find that out. So I'm going to take this with, I'm going to take small with the class should be author. If I'm executing it, here you can see I'm having the name of the author as well. So let's save it with the as author. Now these are the two things I'm having now. After executing this code, I'm having the code of the author and when he has written it. Means who has written that code. What else we can scrap? Can we scrap these tags? Yes, we can scrap these tags as well. How to do that? So to find the tags, here you can see we are having 4 tags. We are having a anchor tag whose class is tag, and inside that I have written it. But here the problem is we are having a problem, right? We are having 4 tags, 4 anchor tags with the same class tag. There are a lot of tags, like tag is written here as well. We are extracting the tag, but so watch carefully. We are having 4 tags with the same name. So what I can do, I can go for sp dot find all. If I'm just writing find and passing an anchor tag with the class is equals to tag, you will get only the first one. But what if I want to know about all of such tags? So I will write find underscore all. Simple. If I am writing find underscore all, I will get a whole list. I'll get a list of all the tags that are there, which satisfies this condition. Once you are having that, you need to go for each tag, like for tags in, and if I'm printing tag, so these are all the tags we are having. Now in this tag, what you want the text written in that tag. So you will write tags dot text, and if you execute it, here you are having all these 4 tags with you, right? Specifically for this code, we are going to automate the whole process really soon, where we can scrap the data from the whole web page, the whole page, right? So now let's jump to the next part where we are going to take these tags. Okay, so I am writing like tag here, and I am also creating a list named as tags. Okay, so I'm writing tag so that I will append all the tags here. So writing tags dot append, and once everything is done, I will print the tags, right? So this is the code that we are having. I'm writing it here. Simple, no rocket science so far. So even if I'm removing it, this is something I'm having. If I'm executing it, I'm having change. These are the 4 quotes I'm having. In author and quote I'm having. In quote I'm having the quote written, author I'm having who has written it, and in tags I'm having all the tags for that particular code. Okay, simple. Now the next step is, like, this is where the fun begins. Now so far what we have done, we have discussed about how the whole process works. We have taken a website, we are scrapping couple of things from it. Now what we will do, this thing we have done it just for one code. What if I can automate this process to do it for all the codes? Let's find out. So to do that, what I will do, this is something I have done for one code. Okay, so far, like if I'm writing it here, this is something I have done for one code. And if I'm printing these things, like if I'm printing the code, and if I am printing the author, so here you can see this is the code, this is the author, and these are the tags. Now what I want the same for all the web pages. So what I'll do, rather than going for sb.find, because here we are finding just the first div whose class is code. But if we watch closely, so we are having a lot such codes. Like here you can see this is first code class. Then next we are having the div with class code again. Next class code, next class code. So rather than going for div.find, we will go for something like div.find all. Simple, right? So now I'm going to automate this process. Clear? So what I'm going for find underscore all. If I'm executing it, I'm having all the codes written. If I'm checking the length of it, so there are a total of 10 codes written on this page. Okay, so what I will do, I'm going for a for loop as I have done in this case, and here you can see how I will do it. For sp in this, and if I'm printing sp, which is soup, so this is the first one where you can see how it works. So if I'm going so these are all the soup basically, right? And if I am processing like dot text here, so here you can see first quote written by Albert Einstein about these are the tags, second quote written tags, third quote written tags, but I want in a structured way, right? So to get it in a structured way, what I will do, I'll pass means I will find specific things from this soup object. So what I will do, first of all, now I know I am going through each and every object. So what I will do, first of all, I will find the quote. Where the quote is at span tag. Simple. So I am taking this, copying it, pasting it here, and now if I'm executing it, here you can see here's the first quote. Means even if I am printing something else, so here you can see here's the first quote. here is the second quote, third quote, fourth quote. Now just compare it from the one, like a woman is like a tea bag. Okay, let's try it. A woman is like a tea bag. Here we are having it. The day without sunshine is like, night. And here you can see you are having the same thing we have extracted so far. Okay, things are pretty easy. All you need to know is the process. How means what you want to extract and how you can extract it. This is what is this? This will give you the title. Now this is where the fun begins. This is not the title. This is the quote. Okay, so I'm saving this in a quote variable. Now let's see what else we can find out. We can also find the author. Let's try it. If I'm executing it, first Albert Einstein, then J.K. Rowling, then Einstein again. Let's find out. First Einstein, Rowling, and Einstein. Well done. We have done that as well. Great. So what should be the next step? I'm saving it. Here I have saved it in quote. Here I am saving it in author. Okay. Simple. We have extracted the author as well. What should be the next step? What can be the next step? If I'm printing SP, here you can see we are also something called as an author ID. That's something we are going to extract as we proceed further, not now. So here you can see I'm having the author, I'm having the quote. So what should be the next step? The next step is obviously about how we can extract the quotes. Now to do that, I'm going to use the same approach. Okay, and the approach is I will go for tag in SP, because this soup is now for each and every quote, the div where I'm having all the things. So I'm going to pass find all what I want to find, where the tags are. So I will go for anchor tags whose class is tag. Simple. I'll go through it, and here also I will also create a list, and in that particular list I will write tags dot append, and what I will append here, I will append tag dot text, same thing that I have written here. Simple. So if I'm printing tags here directly, so here you can see these are all the tags. The first is having change deep thought thinking word. Just check it out. Change deep thought thinking word. Abilities, choices. Let's find out abilities and choices. Well done. What else do we want? We are extracting all the things line by line, right? So once we are having these things with us, so let's print all the things. Like rather than printing in this manner, we can also write like with a comma dot join. This is just another method to present it. Like rather than performing it in a list, I'm performing it in a string. Here you can see change comma. Here I'm adding it in a comma separated in values manner CSV format. Why? Because we are going to at the end make a data set out of it. I'll tell you at the end how the whole process works. So I'm taking it and saving it in something like tags. Simple, no rocket science. So if I am executing it, okay, now just see the fun, what is happening here. So if I'm printing, means I'm not going to print the code because that is going to be huge. I'm just going to print about the author, the tags. If you can see Albert Einstein, these are the tags. J.K. Rowling, these are the tags. And here you can compare it from here. This is exactly what I want to extract. Simple. And now what I will do, I'm saving it in something like a data. Okay. So if I'm saving it like data, in this particular, I'm writing data.append. I'm just telling you how the data structure, how the whole data looks. Okay, how we can create the whole data set out of it. I'm going to write the tags, the author, and obviously the quote. If I'm executing it and printing the data, here you can see I'm having the whole data with you. If I'm going for data of 0, here you can see the quote, who has written it, what are the tags. Let's go to the next quote. Quote, who has written it, the tags. This is how simple it is. We have created a whole data set out of it, right? Now, what is the problem? So the problem is we have just done it for one page, right? Now let's go to one step ahead, where we are going to take the same thing, but for all the pages. But we are having 10 pages or even 1000. You can do it. But unfortunately, we are just having 10. So let's grab the data from those 10 pages. So let's let me share the screen first. So Here you can see we are having the code. Now in this data of data of 1 means if I am talking about this data, here I am having the data of first 10 codes. Simple. Now the problem is when you go to the next page, the link will change. If you go to the next page, here you can see the link is now underscore has means backslash page backslash 2. This is the link now, right? So the link is now changed. Earlier this is the link which is fixed, but now this time I need to change the link as well. So I'm going to automating this process here. Okay, so I'm going to call it as in links. So this is how the link of first page looked like. Means basically this was the link, but now if I am going to the next page, the structure is now changed. The structure is now slash page slash 2. Okay, and similarly if I go to the next page, how it looks? Okay, slash page slash 3. Okay, what should be the next page? Slash page slash 4. Now what I need to do, I need to make a process that can automate this task because we know how to do it, right? So the next thing is I will take it. This is the master. Okay, so I'm going for a for loop. Okay, for pages in range 2 to 11. Why 2 to 11? I'll tell you in just a second. Just give me some time. If I'm printing pages range, sorry, spelling mistake. So here you can see page 2 to 10 because we are having pages starting from 2 and go up to 10. We are not having any page after 10, right? We are having the pages, but we are not having the codes. At page 10 we are having this, and after that you can see we are having no next page. So I'll start from 2 and go up to 10. Okay, because this is an automated process that we want to make. So how I can make the links out of it? This is going to be an interesting part again, as means the lecture is going. So I will take this now, rather than going with the number, I need to add this number. Okay, and I will, okay, so far let me write this so that you will have a better understanding what I want to do. So if I am printing it, so this is the link that I am having. This should be the link. If I am copying this link, going to the next page, pasting it and executing it. Okay, pasting it and executing it after removing this page. This is something that you will have. Okay, so here you can see this is the page that I am means that I am in, but the problem is this is another data type, this is another data type. If you directly click on it, it won't open. So what I will do, I will convert this number to a string and now I will add it. Now if I'm executing it, here I'm having the links. If you go to any page, the page is opening. Now I'm hoping you are having a clear idea in your mind how we are manipulating the things, how we are managing means molding the things in such a way that it will work for you. Okay, so now what I am doing, like it should be page to be more specific. If I'm doing it, I'm having the links with you. So here what you can do, you can treat it like a link. Okay, if I'm printing the link after removing it, so here you can see these are all the links. Now what I will do, I will go to each page and I'll pass this link through request.get. I'm hoping you are having a clear understanding now what I am doing. I'm going through each page, I'm getting the request out of it, and request.text I am means what the process will be. First of all, it will go to this link. Once it will go to this link, it will scrap the whole data from that page and I'm converting it back to a text. Okay, and I'm creating a soup out of it. Simple. Soup is equals to beautiful soup of this with what? HTML type of parser. Okay, so I'm writing parser.html, either it is parser.html or html.parser. Okay, it should be the reverse of it. So I'm writing html.parser. Okay, once you have extracted the whole page, so the next step would be you can automate this whole thing using this. Simple. Because then what will happen, you will, once you have extracted the whole page, so what I am doing, I will go to first of all I need to structure it. Okay, so what this for loop is doing, this for loop is going to each and every page from page number 2 to page number 10. This for loop will go and find each code in that particular for loop. Simple. And this for loop is used to find the tags, because there are a couple of codes whose tags are where we are having one tag. There are a couple of them where we are having 6 or 7 of them. There are a couple of them where we are having just one. So I need to go through one more for loop to get the tags. Simple, no rocket science. Now let's do one thing. Let's see if the code is working or not, because here we are having total of 9 pages where I need to go and find the whole data. Simple. So let's execute it, but before executing it directly, I'm importing one more library, which is tqdm. From tqdm, importing tqdm. What is this tqdm? This is just a better version of in presentation. Okay, so if I can pass this the whole range in tqdm, it will give you presentation. Okay, like the progress bar. If I'm executing it now, here you can see it is scrapping first page, now second page, now third page, now fourth page, now fifth page, now sixth page, seventh page, eighth page, ninth page, and done. Now where I'm having the data, I'm having the whole data in this data list. So let's check it out. Print data. Okay, here I'm having the data. Let me check the length of it. How much data I have extracted so far? I have extracted total 100 codes, because 10 codes per page. Simple mathematical computation. We are having total of how many pages? 10 pages. In each code, how many means in each page we are having how many codes? 10 codes. 10 multiplied by 10, total of 100 codes should be there, and we are having 100 codes on our list. What should be the next step? The next step would be how we can take this and make a whole data set out of it. Simple process. So if you enjoy the session so far, make sure to like it, subscribe to the channel. If you want more such session, you can comment down below and we are ready to give whatever you want. Okay, so now you can see in data we are having 100 codes. You can go for, let's suppose, 99th code, and it should be written by George R.R. Martin. Okay, so let's check. Let's go to 10th page, and here you can see a mind needs a book, as a word needs a sorry. So here you can see George R.R. Martin written by it. So here you can see I'm having the whole data set with me. Clear? So the next step is, as I've told you, I will convert this data set into some sort of presentation or a CSV format. Okay. So what I'm doing, I am importing one more library for that, which is called as pandas. Okay. Pandas as PD. Simple. Executed it. Let's go down. And here you can see what I will do. I will create a data frame out of it. pd.data frame. This will give you a much better presentation how the whole process is working. So here I'm having the data, and here means here you can treat it like the rows and columns, and here I'm defining the name of the columns. So the first column I'm having at the first index, I'm having code. So I'm treating the name of the column as code. The next should be the author. The next should be the tags. Simple. I'm saving it in a data frame. So now if I'm executing and printing the data frame, here you can see in front of you the whole data set. 100 rows, 3 columns. This is the code. This is the person who has written it, and these are the tags. And this is why I have converted this thing earlier to a string format only, because otherwise I need to pass a whole list at this particular location, because now I'm having in the comma separated values format or comma separation. So directly you can change it and separate to the number of tags we are having. Clear? No rocket science. If anyone is having any question so far, do let me know in the chats. Yes, anyone, do let me know in the chats if anyone is having any question, or if even if you are enjoying the session, do let me know in the chats, or what else you want to extract from it. Do let me know as well. I'll tell you how to do that. Clear? So till now, what we are extracting, we are just extracting the codes. Okay. So far we are extracting the codes. We are having one more thing that you can extract. If I'm going to each soup, so here you can see each author is having their IDs as well. Like if you go back to any page, okay, so here you can see if I'm going to about of J.K. Rowling's. So here you can see we are having the whole text, the author about as well. So what you can do, you can find this ID and link as well. Where it is located, let's go back and check that out. That is also going to be an interesting part. Let's see the inspect part of it. So here you can see we are having anchor tag, and here is the author ID /author /J.K. Rowling's. What do you mean by that? Means if you copy this and go to the add the prerequisite link like codes.2scrap.com/author/J.K. Rowling will land you to this page. So this is the author ID. It is at the anchor tag. So now let's find that as well, because why not? So here you can see if you go to each SP, here we are having the anchor tag, and here at href we are having the author ID written. So what I will do, I'll go for sp dot, I'll go to find anchor tag, and this is the anchor tag I'm having. And because I want this ID, if I'm going for that dot text, it will print about, but I don't want that. I want the href. So I will write dot get, and here write href. Whatever we have written on the reference link and execute it, here I'm having the code, the author ID. Simple. So what I can do, I can add the prerequisite link. What is the prerequisite link? This is the prerequisite link, means the pre-link basically, to be more specific. So this is the pre-link. If I'm adding this to you and execute it, and here you can see I'm having double slash, that cannot be there. If I'm executing it directly, this is something I'm getting. If I'm printing it, this is the link that I'm having. If I click on this, I just landed to the page. That means this author ID is working. So what I will do, I can either I can take the whole link or I can take the author ID. Okay, I am taking the author ID this time. Okay, if I'm executing it, I'm having author ID, so I'm writing author underscore ID as well. I'm adding one more thing into the data set, which is author ID. Where I need to add it, I need to add it here. I'm adding author ID as well. So first thing should be author, and here I'm also writing author underscore ID. Simple. So let's hope for the best and let's execute it. Here you can see it is executing. Okay, first of all, I need to stop the execution and run the whole program. Okay, so once that is done, now earlier we were having 3 columns, now we are having 2 columns. One we are having named as author. Okay, sorry, it should be author underscore ID. Simple. We are having one more like that. Now if I'm executing it and converting a data frame and executing it, here you can see I'm also having, okay, author ID and tags. We have interchanged some of the things if I'm not wrong. Author ID and tags are here. So author ID finding a href which represent to the author ID. Okay, so I think we are still executing it here. Let me zoom a little bit in and let me check what is happening. So in the data, first of all, okay, here I have added just the authors. I have not added author ID here. So this is the problem, because here I have, for the first page I'm finding it, but for the first page I'm not finding the author ID. So here I need to find the author ID here as well, and after that I need to define here author underscore ID. So now if I'm executing it, obviously that will be easy. So first of all, I'm going to the first page, extracting the data. Why? Because first page is having a different link, and after that we can automate the process /page/1/2/3/4 and /n. Now I'm doing the same for this. After that I'll print the whole data, and after that I'll convert it into a data frame. Okay, and this data frame you can again save as a CSV file as well. Okay, now you can see page 8 is done, page 9 is done. Let me remove it, and here you can see in the data frame we are having the author ID of each author as well. Let's find out if it is working or not. Let's copy any of the author ID and let's remove this author ID, paste it here, execute it, and here we land to this page. Simple, no rocket science. Now what should be the next step? The next step is I'm saving this data frame dot to underscore CSV. I'm saving it named as, let's suppose, quotes dot CSV, and I'm writing index is equal to false. Why? Because sometimes these indexes that are written are also written on the CSV file. So now if I'm executing it, it is done. Okay, this is the first code. This is the first part of the session that we have done. Okay, yes, we are also having more to do. What is that? Let me create, and here you can see codes.csv is just created. Main.html is also there. Now I'm creating a new file named as author. Okay, and this time I'm going to scrap the data from all the authors so far, right? So like this is the data of first author. Similarly, we might have multiple authors. So what I will do, I'll go to each and every page and scrap the data from there. Simple. So it might not be simple, but now it will be simple. So first of all, I'm going to use the important libraries, and after that, rather than extracting the data directly from the website, I will take the data set. Okay, I'm writing pd.read underscore CSV file. The CSV is called as quotes.csv. I'm saving it in a data frame, and if I'm going for df.head, this is the data set that we are having. From this data set, I just want the author name and author ID. These are the two things that I want. So what I will do, I am deleting two columns, and after that because this will help you to make a whole data set structure. Okay, the output will look something like this. Okay, I'll give you this link as well, how to structure. What I want to do, I will create an author folder. In that author, I'll create a text file for each author. For example, if I go for Albert Einstein, I'm having the whole data written for Albert Einstein. Okay, the text file. This is something I want to do now. Okay, I will complete in just 5 minutes. Clear? So here what I am doing, I am taking the data frame, I'll remove the quote column, and I'll remove from the data frame, I removed quote column, and I'll also remove the tags column because that's not of our use. After removing it, if I'm printing the data frame, these are the two things that I'm having. Simple. Now what I will do, I'll go to each author. Okay, I'll find the name of it, and after that I'll find the link of it. After that I'll go to the website and scrap the whole data. Simple. So what I am doing, I'm converting it into values, which is again the list format of it. Here you can see at index 0 I'm having the name, the author ID, name, author ID, name, author ID. Now one more thing I need to do. Can anyone tell me what is that thing that I want to do? The thing is, there might be couple of authors who have written more than one quote, right? Like Albert Einstein written this quote and this quote as well. I will go to the page and extract the data once only. So to do that, what I will do, I'll take the data frame and I will remove the duplicates. Earlier I'm having 100 rows. To drop underscore duplicates, if I'm executing it, where is that? So it is here. So if I'm writing drop dot duplicates, here you can see I'm having, let me check the length of it. Now I'm having just 50 unique authors, means there are 50 codes which are written by multiple authors. So what I will write, I will save it in the original data frame, and now we'll convert it into values because now we are having just 50 pages to go through and find the answer. Now to do that, what I am doing now, I'll go through for I would say page in df of values, and if I am printing the page, this is something that you are getting. This is the best approach that I have told you, like to print the value. First of all, just print each and every value and see if you are getting what you want to know or not. Okay, if you're getting what you want to know, then only proceed further with it. Okay, so here you can see I'm having page. If I'm going for page of 0, I'll get the name of the author. If I'm going for page of 1, I'm getting the author ID. So I'm writing author. So this is the name of the author, and author underscore ID is equals to page of 1, and this should be page of 0. Okay, if I'm printing the author and author ID, so this is how it looks. Okay, this is not how it should look, but the spelling should be same. So here you can see author name and author ID is printed now. Now in place of this, I need to add the prerequisite, means the pre-link, which looks something like this, so that we will have the link where we need to go. Simple. So I am adding the link here, and after that I am executing it. So this is Albert Einstein. This is the link where you need to go to scrap the values. Simple. Now here I will send the request to this page at this author ID. Okay, rather than calling it author ID, like you can make couple of changes in that as well. So this is author ID, and page, or I would say link, is equals to this, okay, plus page ID. This is going to be the link. Okay, so author ID is this and link is this. So here you can see name, author ID, and link. Now what should be the next step? The next step is I will go to each link. How I will go to each link? I will write request.get. Simple. Request.get. I'll go to the link and find the response from it. Once the response and find, what I will do, I will go and create a beautiful soup of it. So I'm writing soup is equals to beautiful soup, and here I will write my response.text, the website that we are getting, html.parser, and once it is done, I'll print my I print the soup, and after that I'm breaking it so that it won't go to all the pages and scrap it. First of all, I just want to check if it is scrapping or not. So here you can see it has extracted the data from which author. So the author name is here. You can see Albert Einstein. Okay, this is the author data that it has extracted. Now, as you know, I don't want to extract the whole data. Here you can see this is also here. I just want to extract the main things, which are, I will go to inspect element. I'll find where the whole text is written. So here you can see in this div whose class is author ID, I just want to scrap the data from there. Go back, soup dot get the div whose class is equals to author details. Now if we're executing it after writing the print only, so here you can see dot, okay, it is soup dot find should be there. Okay, request dot get soup dot find. So here you can see you are having the whole detail. Now this whole detail you can directly convert into text, and this is how the output will look like. Albert Einstein, this is when it born, and this is the description of first author. How I can do the same? Now what I will do, this is the text that I have extracted. Now what I want to do, I'll take this text and save it in a folder. Okay, so what I am doing, I'm going back, I'm creating a new folder here, and I'm calling the name, I'm renaming it as author, EUTHOR. Simple. I'll go back here to this, and I'm opening a new file. Okay, what should be the name of the file? The name of the file should be alberteinstein.html or .txt. So if I'm printing author, what I will get? I will get just Albert Einstein. I also want to write .txt at the end. So this is the name of the file. I want to open it in write mode. I am creating a file descriptor for it. Simple. After that, I will write the text in it. What should be the text? The text is txt. This is the text that we have extracted. After that, I'll close the file. fd dot close. Simple. But the problem here is if I'm executing it directly, it has extracted the page named as alberteinstein.txt. If you go inside it, here is the data. But the problem is it has extracted the data, but not, I want to extract it in this folder, author. So I will write the prerequisite, means the preset in this as well as author slash means inside the author folder named as Albert Einstein or whatever author name dot txt. Now if we are executing it, going back, going in the author, Albert Einstein is here. Now let's delete it, and now let's do the same for all the things and let's see how it works. And here I'm writing TQDM as well, so I can see, so that I can see how the process works. Okay, so I have extracted it. So now let's see the fun, if it is executing successfully or not. And here you can see it is going through each and every author's page and extracting the data. Simple, no rocket science. If you go back and during the progress and as well, here you can see we are having 1 2 3 4 5 6. Let's go and see about JK Rowling's. Okay, that's the whole author page or the data of JK Rowling's, right? And here you can see we are having more such authors. Clear? No rocket science. So this is how the whole step works. All you need to know is about the fundamentals, how the things are working. You need to know how HTML tags are written, how the basic tags are in web development, how we can scrap the data. You know about just the very basic commands. If you know about find and find all, you are sorted. You are literally sorted. You know how to scrap anything from it. There are a couple of websites, I am taking the question from Aditya Rao now. Can we scrape LinkedIn profile as well? And LinkedIn require login. Same case, there might be Facebook, there might be some other platform as well. In that case, directly you cannot do it. Using Beautiful Soup, directly you cannot do it. In that case, you definitely need to use something called as Selenium. Selenium is one such thing that works on multiple programming language. JavaScript, Java, Python are couple of them. Only Selenium works. You can use Selenium WebDriver to do the same things. You can give them login credentials and then the things are sorted. But these things can be done. Okay, but if website is giving you, which I would say 95% of websites are open where you can practice it, means you can try it. I won't encourage you to try it, but the websites are there where these things can be done. There are a couple of websites where you can not directly do it. For that purpose, web drivers are the things where you can do it. Selenium is one such library which is really easy to do, and you can do the same thing here. Okay, so let me take a couple of questions from you. Okay, if anyone is having any questions so far, do let me know in the chats. Okay, thanks Rahul, thanks Vicky. Okay, that's nice. Okay, so this is how the whole structure is there and how the data set is created. Now I am going to tell you from where you can take this data set and the codes. Okay, so if you want to connect with me, we are having already it is already given in the description where you can how you can connect with me on LinkedIn. If you are having any queries, do let me know. If you want more such session, do let me know in the comments or in the profile or wherever you want. Just like this video if you are here so far, because like you have enjoyed the session. So yes, it's not ऐसा नहीं होना चाहिए. So if you came here till this point, so you should like the session. Just subscribe to our channel. If you want more such session, do let me know. And now let me tell you from where you can get the codes. So to get the codes, like the easy option is you can search on LinkedIn about Ashish Jangra, because now currently I'm not having the access to change the description, but it will be changed by Monday. So what you can do, you can go for Ashish Jangra GitHub. Okay, just go to all, and after that you can go to the first link, Ashish Jangra 27. Okay, you need to go to Ashish Jangra 27, and here you can go to repositories, and here you can see code scrapper. Clear? Code scrapper is the repository where you can get it. I'll try to paste the link as well in the chats. Okay, so link is given in the chat. So let's means it is already given in the chat, so you can go to the link, and after that you can get all the things. For example, if you want to go about author.csv, here is the CSV file of all the authors, including their author ID. Path means inside the author folder you are having the text file. This is the author information which is written in the CSV file as well. Either you can take either you can go to the text file and scrap the data, or you can take the author info directly from here as well. Okay, so that is it from my side today. If you are still having a question, do let me know in the chats, and otherwise this is the end of the session, and I'm hoping you have enjoyed it. If you enjoyed it, make sure to like it, make sure to subscribe our channel, and I'll see you next someday with a new session with a new content. Take care everyone, and yeah, see you. Bye.